Eating too many sweeteners, especially those high in fructose like HFCS and agave syrup, can cause our bodies to ignore the signals that tell us we're full, leading to constant hunger and poor health. Cutting back on these sweeteners and focusing more on whole, natural foods can help bring our hormones back into balance and make it easier to manage our appetite. Fructose naturally occurring in whole fruits does not affect appetite or metabolism signaling in the same way that high fructose corn syrup, HFCS, or added sugars can. The fructose in fruits comes packaged with fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which help slow the digestion and absorption process. This natural combination prevents the rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin that can disrupt appetite regulation and metabolic processes. As a review, and in contrast, HFCS and other forms of added fructose can overwhelm the liver and disrupt hormonal signaling, such as leptin, which regulates hunger, and insulin, which controls blood sugar. This can lead to issues like increased hunger, overeating, and altered metabolism. The slow absorption of fructose from whole fruits allows the body to process it more efficiently, avoiding these negative effects. Therefore, the context in which fructose is consumed, whether from whole fruits or processed foods, makes a significant difference in its impact on signaling and metabolism. We now know HFCS is a major player in the processed food world, but it's not just sitting there in obvious places like soda cans and candy wrappers. This sneaky sugar substitute loves to hide out in all kinds of everyday foods, from breakfast to dinner, and even your post-workout snacks. Let's take a fun tour through our kitchens and uncover where this sweet deception might be lurking, altering our appetites and metabolism when we least expect it. First, let's talk condiments. That thick red dollop of ketchup we generously squeeze onto our fries or burgers, HFCS might be adding an extra sugar kick to our plates. Next time we reach for ketchup, let's check the label. Our fries might be getting more than just a tomato bath, and if we think a salad is a safer bet, we should think again. HFCS may be hiding in our creamy ranch or tangy vinaigrette, turning our healthy greens into an unexpected sugar trap. Even seemingly wholesome foods aren't exempt from this sweet deception. Flavored yogurts, for example, often contain more HFCS than real fruit, making our gut-friendly snack a sugary surprise. Those convenient breakfast bars we grab on the go, they might be masquerading as healthy but pack more HFCS than we'd expect. Even our daily loaf of bread could be in on the scheme, with some store-bought varieties adding unnecessary sweetness to our sandwiches. Soda's role in this game is no secret. HFCS loves fizzy drinks, turning them into sugar bombs that fuel our cravings. And let's not forget sports drinks. After a workout, we might expect hydration and electrolytes, but some of these drinks are more about the sugar rush than replenishment. The same goes for energy bars, where HFCS lurks, ready to turn our boost into a sugar crash. Comfort foods aren't off the hook either. Even that cozy can of soup might have HFCS stirring in the mix, giving us more than just a savory meal. And of course, the ultimate indulgence, ice cream, often adds HFCS for extra creaminess, turning our treat into a double agent of sugar overload. With HFCS so cleverly tucked away in unexpected places, it's easy to see how this sweet deception alters our appetite and metabolism. But with a little extra label sleuthing, we can outsmart this sneaky sweetener and keep it from creeping into our diets unnoticed. High fructose corn syrup can be tricky to identify, often hiding under different names and in foods we wouldn't expect. To help us avoid this sneaky sweetener, we've compiled a list of alternative names for HFCS and a dozen common food types where it tends to lurk. Keep these lists handy and we'll be a step ahead in avoiding unnecessary sugars in our diets. Alternative names for high fructose: corn syrup, HFCS, corn syrup, corn sweetener, fructose, glucose, fructose, syrup, maize syrup, isoglucose, glucose syrup, fruit fructose, crystalline fructose, tapioca syrup, HFCS 42% fructose, HFCS 55% fructose. Common foods containing HFCS: soft drinks, flavored yogurts, ketchup, salad dressings, canned soups, breakfast cereals, granola bars, and energy drinks, ice cream, but white bread, fruit juices, condiments like BBQ sauce and teriyaki sauce. It's important to be aware of product labels across all categories. food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, household products, yard products, and cooking ware, especially those that come into contact with your lungs, eyes, skin, and food. Taking a few moments to understand the ingredients and materials used in these items can significantly reduce exposure to harmful substances. For food, if a product contains more than 3 to 5 ingredients, it's likely to be highly processed and may include artificial additives, preservatives, or chemicals. Avoid items listing numbers, codes such as e-numbers, or words you can't recognize or pronounce, as these usually indicate the presence of synthetic compounds. Prioritize foods made from whole, natural ingredients, and choose products high in fiber, protein, and healthy fats such as omega-6 and naturally formed fats, while avoiding highly processed seed oils and hydrogenated fats, which contribute to inflammation. It's also essential to check portion sizes and the number of servings per package. Some labels may provide nutrition information based on small portion sizes, which can be misleading. Make sure you're consuming reasonable portions of fiber, protein, and healthy fats for the amount you're actually eating. More specifically, to determine how many ingredients on a food label are generally representative of something more wholesome, consider these guidelines based on scientific research and nutrition experts' advice. Fewer ingredients. Whole, minimally processed foods typically have fewer ingredients. A product with 5 ingredients or less is often considered a better choice because each component is usually less processed and closer to its natural state. Recognizable ingredients. Wholesome foods typically contain ingredients you can recognize and pronounce. If the ingredients list is full of chemicals, preservatives, or additives with complex names, it's less likely to be a wholesome product. No additives or preservatives. Whole foods do not contain artificial preservatives, flavor enhancers, or coloring agents. Avoiding additives such as high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and trans fats is crucial. Nutrient-dense ingredients. Foods that feature ingredients like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes are more wholesome because they provide essential nutrients and fiber with minimal processing. Lack of refined sugars and fats. Refined sugars such as white sugar or high fructose corn syrup and hydrogenated fats are not considered wholesome. Whole foods typically use natural sugars, for example honey, maple syrup, in small amounts. Raw honey versus pasteurized. Honey. Raw honey is unprocessed and contains natural enzymes, antioxidants, and nutrients like vitamins, B vitamins, vitamin C, minerals, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and trace amounts of bee pollen and propolis. It retains its full nutrient profile and antimicrobial properties due to minimal heat exposure. Pasteurized honey is heated to destroy yeast cells and extend shelf life, but this process often reduces its nutrient content, especially enzymes, antioxidants, and vitamins. Pasteurization can also affect the flavor and natural benefits of the honey. Warning: do not give raw honey to infants or toddlers under the age of 1 year, as it can contain Clostridium botulinum spores, which may cause infant botulism, a rare but serious condition. For children under 3, raw honey should also be avoided as their immune systems are still developing. Always consult with a pediatrician before introducing honey at any age. By keeping an eye on these factors, you can quickly determine that products with fewer, more recognizable ingredients are often more wholesome and better for overall health. For cosmetics, always review the ingredients for parabens, phthalates, and synthetic fragrances, which may be harmful. Products with long, hard-to-pronounce ingredient lists often contain artificial chemicals. Choose simpler, more natural ingredients for safer, more effective skincare. When choosing pharmaceuticals, check for active ingredients, dosage, and possible contraindications. If you're taking other medications or supplements, it's important to talk with your pharmacist or healthcare provider to avoid potential interactions. Disclaimer: this information is for educational purposes and should not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider for personalized recommendations before making any changes to your health routine. Look for products free of harmful chemicals such as formaldehyde, phthalates, and flame retardants, and consider natural alternatives where possible to minimize exposure. For cookingware, be particularly cautious of items coated with non-stick materials like Teflon or those containing perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, which may release toxic fumes at high temperatures. Opt for cookware made from safer materials like stainless steel, cast iron, or ceramic, which are generally free of harmful chemicals and safer for long-term use. Cast iron cookware can increase iron levels in food, so individuals who need to limit iron intake, such as those with hemochromatosis or postmenopausal women, should use it with caution and consult with a healthcare provider. By taking time to read the labels on food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, cookingware, and household products, you can make better informed choices that support your health and well-being. By taking the time to read labels on food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, cookware, and household products, you empower yourself to make informed decisions that protect your health. When we take control of what goes into and onto our bodies, we not only support our well-being, but also send a powerful message to industries. Our choices shape demand, encouraging companies to prioritize transparency, sustainability, and healthier products for all. These choices help shape a future where companies prioritize the well-being of people and the environment, ensuring a better world for future generations. Thank you for being here with us. HIW